years ago, a young man who used to go to Celestial Church of God in London kept ordering my tapes, all these messages on finance, and began to listen to them and listen to them and listen to them. And then he called me and said, "Sir, my life has changed. I can no longer fit where I used to belong. I want you to lay hands on me." I laid hands on him. We call him Femi Fosco. I laid hands on Femi Fosco. You see, before then, all Femi does is sell shirts and ties, cheap shirts and ties, running around any Nigerian who comes who needs shirts and ties. We really want to get it for them. Suddenly, Femi built 12 flats in London. He sold.
Now, what happened to other followers who are following you, who have also been listening to your tapes? What happened to them? Why didn't, if you say God called you specially for this is what God has anointed you for, then we should be hearing, not just, because this Femi Fosco story, I've had it, I mean, I was listening to hundreds of his messages, so I've heard that stories like maybe 100 times. But he's always telling them different way. I will not go to the different. If you want, I will go show you the videos of how he told the story in different ways, different stories. But this particular one, I'm not going to waste my time on that. What I want to say is that if what it takes is for you to lay hands on somebody, for them to be building flats and building houses and becoming millionaire like that, then what happened to the rest? It shouldn't be just one person. But then, if you have the anointing to lay hands on people and for them to become millionaire, where are you collecting people's money? Lay hands on yourself now and collect millions from God himself and go and be building houses without collecting people's money. Why are you using poor people's money for that? Because this thing is talking, I think it's talking in Nigeria, poor people who are in Nigeria they have to sow seed. You know what he said? I believe in sowing seed. You have to sow seed to connect to that thing. You see the evilness in them. You see the cunning act of evil. So he's coming with story, so that it will, they will wake up your greed, your own desire to get something for nothing. And it comes with this story so that you begin to believe that those stories are true. Even if they are true, but he's not telling us that Femi Fosco, it is not because of his hand laying that made that guy so successful. It is because of the hard work nature of that guy. And because that guy is hard working. Because that guy is a hustler. Did you also lay hands on Bill Gates? Did you also lay hands on Dangote? Did you also lay hands on Warren Buffett? Did you also lay hands on Mark Zuckerberg? No, it is people who work hard. People who are diligent. People who pay their dues. People who do what they need to do, people who put in their best, they are the only ones who become prosper in life. So I don't think that it is people who Pastor Mathew lays hands on that become prosper in life. No. If you lay hands on 1 million people, all of them, and they don't go to do anything, they don't go to work hard, they will not become Femi Fosco. That Femi Fosco became somebody because he worked hard for it. And see, if these people don't base their teaching, this guy, he knows better. I know for sure because I listen to many of his other teachings. He knows better. But instead of teaching people the principles of wealth creation, he's coming with all these stories. And no one scriptural quotation, no one biblical basis for it, no one biblical quotation, just stories upon stories. Okay, let's go and see my